How are we called to face our enemies? How are we called to face when tragedy strikes? Today, we say, with a heavy heart, farewell to Charlie Kirk. Let's look into the Lectionary, which tells also of forgiveness. Starting with the first reading today, here in the Daily Mysteries, we'll go into the Psalm and then the Gospel, the life of St. John, Gabriel Perboyre, and also we'll touch upon Charlie Kirk. In the first reading today, it tells of a reading from the Colossians. We are called by St. Paul, under instruction from Christ. We are called to forgive. We are called to a higher state of living. When those that hurt us, those that seek us out, those that hate us, we are called to love and forgive them. Now we look at Psalm 150. It's this calling of God to give glory to Him. Everything that breathes on earth, every breath should be for Jesus. And when we look, reading of Luke chapter 6, it's this telling from Jesus. It's this calling to love those that hurt us, that seek us out. It echoes that of the message from Colossians. Or rather, Colossians echoes that from the message from Jesus, to be more accurate. But what stands us is this calling. It's not out of weakness. You see, culturally, you look at these messages that Jesus says, it's saying when you turn the other cheek, you're inviting the chance for the other one to strike you with their weapon, right? That's not saying you're letting someone harm you, but rather the person won't do so because you are providing this love. You are providing this forgiveness and this charity and this mercy to them. And for them to harm you in that way, it would take it to where they would be committing an act against you, even if you were indebted to them. Now, when we look at the Saint John Gabriel Perboyre, he's a missionary sent to China, lived from 1802 to 1840, and he was betrayed, just as Jesus was. He went there, intent to help bring the message of Christ, of peace, of love. And a catechumen, one of the very ones that he is teaching, betrays him. He is tortured, strangled up on a cross, and martyred. Now today we look at Charlie Kirk, who was killed, sitting up just as he does to address the crowd. And I have a great amount of respect for him. He's not a Catholic, but still a fellow Christian, and he is a self-educated man who brought forth this message of truth. And he did so without a formal education, self-taught. And he stood up there, open mic, and addressed people one by one. He looked towards the facts. He looked towards the truth. And with his mission with Turning Point, he was looking to turn college students such as myself to the truth and reveal what was really going on. One of those truths was his love for Jesus and his family. And as fellow Christians, there's probably a lot of anger going on right now. A lot of hate probably for whoever did this, and we need to look as a country what Christ calls us to do now. And we need to continue the message of truth, starting with Jesus. Continue this message. Continue it to our very breath, every breath we dedicate as we are called to. So ask not what you want to do upon others, but what we can do for others right now, what message we want to send out, what message we want to share. And that, the message of support, the message of love, the message of Christ is what we need to focus on. It's what we need to share right now. Because that's how we can defeat this darkness. It is said that we are called upon not to fight each other, but for the forces of darkness. So pray. Pray not only for Charlie Kirk, his young family, those that loved him, but pray for whoever did this. Pray for whoever wishes harm on others. Pray that their heart is open to Christ. This pain and suffering will end, and we can look to each other and help each other towards the kingdom of God. And praying, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, God, may we look to you in times of trial. May we look to you in times where we feel anger, where we feel sadness, and find it in our hearts to love, to not let others hurt us, but rather to bring forth the message of love as you call us to each and every day. In the holy name we pray, in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. God bless. Peace be with you. See you tomorrow.